in the heart of ancient Rome. The year was 44 BC, and the forum buzzed with activity beneath the March sun. Amongst the chattering citizens, whispers of discontent wove through the air as the Senate prepared for a crucial session. Julius Caesar, the man who had once been hailed as Rome's champion, now stood on the precipice of destiny. With laurels crowning his head and a robe draped over his powerful shoulders, he moved through the streets with an uneasy air of invincibility. But behind the marbled facade of power lurked shadows of dissent and treachery. Gaius Cassius Longinus, a man of lean and hungry look, watched Caesar with eyes that burned with bitter enmity. Unseen behind him stood Marcus Junius Brutus, the adopted son who loved Caesar like a father, but loved Rome even more. As Caesar approached the Senate chamber, his steps echoed a journey laden with fate. Senators lined the walls, their eyes concealing a tempest of emotions. Suddenly, the air grew tense, whispers ceasing as steel met flesh. Caesar staggered, clutching his robe as blood bloomed from fresh wounds. In panic, he sought familiar faces, only to find daggers thrust by friends and allies. Among them stood Brutus, his hand trembling but resolute. For a moment, time halted as Caesar's gaze locked onto Brutus. Es-tu, Brut? Caesar gasped, his voice weighted with betrayal and sorrow. Those words rang out, not just in the Senate, but through the annals of history, a harrowing testament to treachery's power. And with that, the mighty Caesar fell, his life extinguished on the marble floor of the Senate. His death was not just the fall of a man, but the undoing of a republic, ushering in a new era of political turmoil and the eventual rise of the Roman Empire. In the wake of this cataclysm, the fate of Rome hung precariously. Heroes aimed to arise, yet tragedy seemed to linger in every corner of the city. Parks where children once played resounded with the clamor of factions vying for power. The Senate, once a symbol of Rome's might, now mirrored a battlefield. The words T2, Brute, became an immortal scar on the fabric of history, illustrating that the most precise sword is often a whispered betrayal.